Hi guys, welcome back to Monicabuilds. I'm Monica and today I am back with a tips, tricks and cheats episode and I'm going to show you CC free base game only decor. So before I start this video, I really want to thank you for achieving 200 followers on my channel. I'm still mind blown. It happened 2 or 3 weeks ago, and with all the madness that is going around, with you know what is going around, you know, I don't want like trouble on YouTube because apparently if you say the word your video will disappear, so I'm not going to say it. But yeah, it blessed my heart and I want to thank you, and I really want to try to do a Q&A to celebrate it. So if you have any questions, you can link them down below or send them to me on Instagram or Twitter. So back to the video. I'm going to show you 5 or 6 ideas, either using debug, the tool mod, and the OMSP shelf, and I'm going to explain them to you, and you also will find the links for the OMSP shelf and the tool mod down below. They are mods, of course. Well, the OMSP shelf is CC, is custom content, but they don't mark your houses as using custom content on the gallery. So that's awesome because I try to avoid it. I love CC, but I don't choose it because I want my houses to be accessible for everyone. And for example, on console, they don't have access to CC. So that's why. So let's show you my first decor piece. As you can see here, and you probably saw it since the beginning, I made this little ladder, and this was made using debug. So to access these pieces, because these are all different pieces that I'm going to show you to use, you have to turn on your cheat bar. So for that you do Control and Control Shift C, and then the cheat bar opens and you're going to write BB.MoveObjects On, BB.ShowHiddenObjects True, and I will put somewhere on the screen or up there, I don't know, somewhere on the screen I'm going to put I'll to write these cheats, and also down below in the description I'm going to put them. But yeah, you're going to want BB.ShowHiddenObjects True, BB.ShowLiveEditObjects, and if you are, because you're going to see for the tool mod later, you need a sim, you need to be on live mode. So if you are a sim on the lot, you are probably also wanting to unlock this cheat. BB.IgnoreGameplayIgnoresEntitlement True. That's a lengthy one and sometimes I forget it. So yeah, you want to write all these cheats there, and of course I already did it. And then you go on to either into build mode, and then here on the search bar, as you can see, you just write 2 dots and then debug, and you have a lot of suggestions, and then you click enter, and that's going to open you the debug catalog. And it's really important that you also activate the live edit objects, otherwise you won't have access to some of the objects that I'm going to use. So I'm going to go upstairs. As you can see, I set already up some stuff. It's a plain room, and you're going to scroll the debug catalog for the pieces of wood, for 2 pieces of wood that will be around here. Here you can see these 2 pieces of wood. So it's the wood plank decorative. This piece of wood is for the sides of the ladder, and you're going to need 4 of them, and then you're going to elevate them. Don't worry, I'm just going to put them down here. And you will also need the wooden plank decorative, and as many as you want for your ladder. And then you will also need for it to look like it's hanging, you will need another debug object that should be down here. Yes, it's here. Is it this one? No, maybe it's here. This one that you have hidden swatches, and the second one is white, and the third one is black. Yes, black, and the first one is green, but I don't like the green one. And you will need 4 of these. Oops. And also, if you want some green leaves, if you want some green leaves, you can scroll back up and find. I tried different ones, and I really like these ones for this ladder chandelier. Is how I call it. So this debug plank that is almost at the beginning of the debug catalog. The debug catalog starts here, and it's like very close to the top. And then I will size it down. And right now it's doing a weird shadow. I don't remember it doing a weird shadow here. I don't know. Maybe it will go away. And now I'm going to speed up a little bit while I build, but you will want to use the 9 key to lift the ladder, as it depends of the wall height that you're doing. I feel like this is a good size. And yeah, you're going to want to put it, or if you're doing it to do an accent over a dining table, make sure to put it right where you want to put it. It's quite simple. So yeah, I'm going to do this right now. So here we are with the ladder done, and I forgot to tell you that of course you have to size down these poles that we found in debug using the bracket key. And yeah, here you have, this one is a bit larger than this one, because this can break your brain to do this, because you need a lot of patience, because I sized these pieces down in this one, and then I made the sides, the sides of the ladder be more closer, so it takes a little bit more time. Here I wanted to do it quickly, so you get the gist how to do it. Then the second piece of decor that you can also do with just debug and show, so the cheat codes that I just taught before, is this faux brick fireplace, because this fake fireplace that came with an holiday, the free holiday stuff pack in an update last year, when you put it, well, you can see the wallpaper that you already have in the house, and using this brick wall that you find in debug, you can make like, it's kind of like a brick behind, well, it's brick behind the fireplace. So again, you need to go to debug and find this piece, and it's not very far from the piece of fruits that I used just before. So here, just next to the chimneys in the debug category, you have this wall, this brick wall, that I think it's used for probably fencing around buildings in the decor. Once you size down with the bracket key, you can move it just behind the fireplace and you have your 4-week wall. This one is really easy. You don't need a big brain wreck for that. And the next one, you will need the tool mod. So for example, for this custom CC free wall art, I use the fossil ants that you can find on the decor pieces, but you still need BB.ShowHiddenObjects. So you go in miscellaneous decor and you just need to scroll it until you find the fossils, and it's this one, the fossilized sim ant. And then you put down how many you want. I'm going to move this. This is a blank canvas that you can find in debug, and this is just a painting that you can find in the decor right here. It should be not too far, it's just here, it's this one. So, but as you can see, this is an object that usually go on surfaces. So to turn it up like this, you go into live mode. Of course, before you do this, you need to download the tool mod. I will put the link down below, you can find it. And then you go on live mode, so you need a sim on the lot to do this. And you hold shift while you click on the object, and this little in the menu here, in the pie menu here, you will have the tool menu and the tool mod menu, and then you will want to click rotate. And if it's not, I don't know if you can see it well, but there is a little green line here. I don't know how to make, here you can see there's a little red line here. So to rotate on this way, you want this line to be like this to make them stand up or go back. If you want to move it like this, I don't know how to explain, but this is the axe that is going to that the object is going to follow, but you can change it in the pie menu. When you click to rotate, you can see here you can change the axis, but right now I want to use this one. So for this object, so as a circle is made of 360 degrees, and usually if you want to do I don't know, if you just want to move to one side of the object, you do 90 degrees and 90 degrees and 90 degrees to move it. But right here, because this object is a little bulky, I'm not going to use the 90 degrees rule. I'm going to use only 70 degrees, so it should make the object a little bit more inclined, but it's perfect for this object. You will see for other objects I will turn them, rotate them to 90 degrees. It's complicated, I hope you understand. I had a really hard time understanding the tool mod, and now that I know how to use it, it's amazing. So as you can see now, the object is standing. Of course you don't want to have it here, but with the tool mod, if you go onto in build mode and try to move some objects, they will go back to their initial position. So the best way to move this object to go here is by doing toggle active objects by clicking on it with the shift. You hold shift and click on it. and then go to the tool mode menu, and now it's green, as you can see. And once you do that, for example, if you click, it's why I had to move these objects from the piece of art here, because otherwise if I clicked here I wouldn't be able to hold shift and click the wall, and then this is a new menu that appears, because the wall is not an object and I cannot move the wall, and the floor is not an object. So there is two options here, and I can make the object move to the place I click, and this saved my life, because there is another way of doing this. So as you can see, the object went there, but the other way is to use, again, click on the, while holding shift, you click on the object and you can move it. But this one, I'm not good at maths, like I'm really not good, and it's why I didn't probably explain well the axis thing. But you need to figure out the X and Y position you want to place your object in, and I still don't understand how to use it. I know that there is tutorials that explain it. I cannot, even watching the tutorials, I cannot understand how to use it. But if you want to try it, go ahead and try it. I am too dumb to use it. So this is for this piece of art. Then for this mirror is usually oh yeah, sorry, I should probably finish this art. So then you move this frame. So this is all base game. I'm not using any other packs, as you can it's not here anymore, but at the beginning of the video it was only restricted to base game, and it's very farmhouse like, because I'm working on a video that is not finished, a build that is not finished, that is going up next week probably, I hope, that is restricted to base game and city living. And I found these ideas, and I thought, since I didn't have any other video to post this week, that I could show you some of these ideas that I found using the tool mod and the OMSP shelf and other things like that you probably know right now, because I told at the beginning of the video. But yeah, so here for the canvas you cannot put it on the wall, so I deleted the wall to place it so it doesn't hide the ends, and here you have your hearts. And as you can see, I don't know if I deleted the other end or if I place it too far, but yeah, you get the gist. And yeah, then again for this mirror, it's again using the tool mod, and it's weird right now how it's working, but basically you go to the decor, your decor pieces, to your mirrors in the build mode section, and in base mode we just have one mirror like this, and even in all the game we don't have a lot of horizontal mirrors. So to move them, let me delete, maybe I should delete this one, and I'm going to delete the R, because again you will see I will need some space to move it. So I'm going to place the mirror here, and I'm even going to elevate it a little bit. You could have it, but I want it to be horizontal because I feel it will suit a little bit better the room. And for that, again, you go into live mode, you click on the object holding shift, you are going on the tool mode, and you want to rotate. And I think the axis is not the good one, because it's still the one that wants to stand up or put down the object, and the one I want is the one that is going to rotate the mirror on the wall. So I'm going to change the axis. Is this the right one? No. So I'm going to go back again and change the axis, and this is the right one. As you can see, I'm going to show you this is the right one. We want this circle. Then we are going to rotate it, and I'm going to do you can either do -90 or +90. You don't put the plus, of course. Positive 90, you don't put the plus. And here you can see that it's turned, but it's hidden around here. And this little box here I did using the debug tool, but it's working weirdly. And then you want to toggle the object so you can move it again. And right now the mirrors are really weird when they are turned, because you will see once I rotate them, their center moves. I don't know how to explain it differently, but I'm going to move the active object here, and as you can see I clicked here but the object moved here. So this again is a brain wreck, and you have to move around the object until you find the right placing for it. And then once you manage to place it where you wanted it to be, almost close here. I think this is alright. Well, you have it. You have your horizontal mirror that is CC free. And this one follows the same rule, and you can right now I don't know why it keeps going through the floor, because I'm pretty sure I'd elevated it, but I'm going to elevate it again. And with the tool mod you can elevate it. I'm not sponsored, nobody asked me to promote the tool mod. I just found it watching a video, I think, probably. And I wanted to try to use it, and that's what happened. But I'm going to, you can elevate, this object will not move back. You can elevate it in build mode, but you can see like the mirror will move back, and the ends too, as you can see. And I did the same with the same technique for the mirror is also applied to this key decor. So you have a nice decor on the entrance door, and this shiplap is done with some fences from a fence from debug that I sized down and then elevated it against the wall using the 9 key. And that's how I did this shiplap. I'm not completely happy with this one though. Then also using, oops, what I'm doing. This is another bonus idea if you have like a blank space here, since I had to create this blank space that you cannot use for the stairs to hide the stairs. I used the shutter, the closed shutters windows from base game. And I then used the holiday reef from the free holiday update that we get, and this one is from one of the first holiday updates. Then again, here's another bonus idea that you can use. You can use either the same wood that you found I showed you in debug, or this shelf from the Surface catalog, the base game shelf, and so like that it looks like a plateau. With the same technique of the mirror, once you have this technique you can do so many things. With the technique of the mirror you can also, like this book that looks like is on a plateau, on I don't know how you call it, a coffee tray, it's the word, that's the word. An object that is only accessible with unlocked entitlement because it's a career object. Oh my god, I'm starting to get tired because I couldn't find the tag for base game. So you go into, it's not in statues, it's probably in wall objects, and it's one of the most expensive. Yes, it's here. And with the 9 key, I elevate it around the same level as the table, and using the tool mod again, I will move it back using 90 degrees again, and it will do that. This I found to make open edge for decor, for farmhouse decor. This is the shelf from, again, another update that we got a long time ago. This is for the sugar skulls, and it's usually this tiny, and if you size it up, you can put some objects using the OMSP shelf then, and you have this. If you put some objects, then you have this. I don't use the 9 key to elevate objects to put in this because they won't be at the exact height. And then this one again is using the tool mod, and this object is inclined at 10 degrees, at minus 10 degrees, because if you move at 10 degrees it will move to the front instead to the back. And you can do this with other wall arts, but you can put it down here, move it up to the right height that you want to use it. So once it's on the right height, you go back into live mode, you go to the tool mode, and you want to rotate it. You change the axis if it's not the right, because this is not the axis we want to use. And now we have, as you can see right here, I hope you can see on your screens, this is the axis that we want, and we are going to do minus 10, so it's a slight inclination. And now, as you can see, it's like it's against the wall and not hanging on the wall, as it is usually. And then you toggle the active object, and you just want to move it a tiny little bit to the front, so it's still against the wall. And you need, oh, I messed it up. I need to not touch the object, but just the floor. And then you move the active object here. And this sometimes happens, like for the crate here. And here you then elevate the object at, I think it was 0.5. I could be wrong. Oh well, I need still a little bit, so you elevate until you find the right height. So I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to 0.2. It's not too high, no, it's the right height. And here you have your another decor piece, and it could look really awesome if it was on a piece of furniture against the wall, so you have more heart, and like that all your houses on base game don't look the same. So yeah, I hope you liked this tutorial. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe if you're not, and ring the bell if you want to receive notifications every time I post a new video. Don't forget, if you want me to answer any of your questions for my Q&A, if you want to know how many languages I speak, why I have this weird accent, I don't know. If you have any questions that you want me to answer in a video, please leave them down below in the comment section or on Twitter and or Instagram. All my social media links are down below. And I hope you are safe, stay at home, and I hope you have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Bye bye!